Hello Capricorn and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. In this video we're going to take a look at what kind of energies you can expect in the month of August in the areas of love and relationship. As usual, this is a general reading, so please take whatever resonates and leave the rest behind. So let's start with your spirit animal oracle card. The card that has a message for you is number 23, the eagle spirit. Spirit has your back. So think about an eagle. Like the eagle is pretty much the bird that can hide the flyest from all of it. So it's kind of for you to really to go up to new heights, and even if that kind of mean for you that you have to be alone on the top. This is kind of like what tells you is that the wisdom of the world is available for you, and you can kind of think about it that even when there are storms on the sky, the eagle spirit raises you above and helping you to conquer fear and to overcome all of the obstacles and adversity, because as the card says, spirit has your back. And this is kind of like telling you that it is time for you to experience life at its fullest, and you have to kind of think about what that means for you. You have to kind of make some kind of a bold move. So if you think about it, the eagle kind of has its nest quite high. And you have to kind of think about it as well. What can be that goal that you want to achieve in your life, in your relationship? The spirit is definitely has your back in terms of achieving that. But let's see what the tarot is telling us for you. In the center of your reading, you do have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is the card of stability, but a card of fears as well, in a sense that usually it is indicating a situation where you achieved something, and whatever you achieved is kind of holding you back, or you're just kind of afraid that you're gonna lose. Some of you might be holding on to some kind of a hurt as well that kind of happened to you, and you're kind of trying to protect yourself from happening it again. Some of you might be kind of going through some secrets. Maybe there's an information or a secret that you are not aware of. Somebody is withholding some kind of an information. But this is kind of like, for me, when you're trying to clinging on to something, somebody too much. Like, this is when you're kind of constantly checking your partner, checking their phone, their messages, emails, etc., etc. You're kind of trying to hold on to them, or when you're even just clinging on to them too strongly, right? Like, it can be one of those clingy type of feeling, but it might be that you are dealing with somebody as well. Like, the roles are always reversibles, but again, it can be like this fear as well, that maybe your partner is doing something, so, or just holding on to baggages from the past. So make sure that you put in a comment, I release all of the fears and all of the hurts from the past. It's very good to write it down. But let's see what is the first card. Wow, that was kind of hard to get it up. So the first card we have here in your spread is the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is the card of planning and decision. This is kind of like when you made your plans, when you are kind of want to go into a next phase of your life. Usually it can be a decision as well. As you can kind of see, she's kind of yearning for something. She's kind of want to go out and discover the whole world. But whatever she achieved kind of holding her back. For some of you, it might be a relationship that might be holding you back. For some of you, it might be some experiences, negative experiences, hurt, whatever you kind of happen to you are the one that are kind of holding you back. It's like, no, I don't want to kind of go through that pain again. I don't want to be hurt. But again, the Two of Wands can be a card of a decision, when you have to make a decision. This can be that some of you might be dealing with two people in your life. Some of you might be might have to choose between two people. Some of you need to choose between whether you want to be alone or whether you want to be in a relationship, right? It can be going out of a relationship or leaving solitude behind. Like it can be all sorts of manifestations. That I think what matters here is that there's a decision that you need to make. You're kind of yearning for something here. You're kind of yearning to discover the world, whatever is out there, something new. But there's something that's holding you back, something that you achieved so far, or in terms of like some kind of a hurt or some secrets. The next card in your spread is the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is the card of turning your back to something, leaving something behind, and leaving something behind that was good for you, that was something that you cherished, that you enjoyed, but no longer. And you're kind of going on this journey of finding your true happiness, your Nine of Cups. So some of you might be just leaving a situation behind. Some of you might be leaving a relationship behind. Some of you might be leaving solitude behind as well. Like, there's lots of ways to interpret it. What kind of matters is that you're leaving your situation, whatever you've been in, behind because it's no longer serving you, and you are just trying to find your true happiness, your Nine of Cups. And during this journey, you're following your inner voice, you're following your passion as well. You also have here the Four of Swords. Four of Swords is the card of healing, and it is the card of resting as well. So this is like you can kind of see that little heart that's being mended, right? Like obviously it has been broken. So some of you might have gone through a breakup. Some of you might have gone through a change, some kind of a disappointment as well, a hurt that's obviously in the past, and you are already recovering from it. You are taking a break. Some of you might be taking a break from a relationship. Some of you might be taking a break from dating. Some of you might be taking just a break that, okay, I just need to be alone. I just need to kind of recoup myself. It's kind of like with the equal spirit. It's just, okay, some of you might be just choosing to be alone. Because, Four of Swords it has this feeling of nothing is happening. Everything is like very quiet. Everything is just not happening, and this is kind of like a very important period of your life, because you might be thinking that things are not moving forward. But this period is important because you're healing, you're recovering from the old problems. And for some of you it might be that this is kind of like a blessing as well. The Four of Swords has this blessing attached to it when it's kind of like something that you need. Your reading continues with the King of Cups. So King of Cups is a court card. So it can be your energy, somebody you're dealing with, or just the energy of the card. This person is very stable. She is somebody who is leading with her heart, with his heart. He is somebody who is kind of emotional but very balanced, because he actually uses his brain as well. Like he is somebody, he's very balanced, very smart, very diplomatic. It can be somebody who's just a very diplomatic, very balanced person. This is the kind this is the king that's kind of very stable, in a sense that even in the stormiest weather, he is sitting very on his throne very stably. So this can be that you've been kind of going through some stormy situations, and you're kind of you've been very stable in this. But it can be also somebody helping you, somebody who's very good in terms of helping, healing people as well, because you kind of have here the process of healing of the Four of Swords. And the King of Cups can be this mediator, this healer, or therapist or doctor that is kind of helping you to recover from something. And the next card we have here for you is the Tower. The Tower, which is the card of sudden changes, changes that are kind of turning your world upside down, and also kind of it has some big huge transitions that's kind of coming along with it. This is the card when you kind of, this change is sudden, and it can be kind of connected to a breakup. It can be connected to a process where you're kind of going through a recognition of something, because like normally what I kind of it's interesting that it kind of hits the crown of the tree in this case, and you also have the crown on the eagle as well. So there's something that, you know, some of you have this recognition as well, where you're kind of recognizing something. But this is also can be connected to changing your thought process, changing something that's kind of building up from the ground up again. So like obviously it can be connected to breakup, but not necessarily. It can be as well that maybe there's like a sudden change in a relationship or in your experiences that are helping you recognize to move forward. Because like, you know, if it's not connected to a breakup, then it can be that you are kind of working on a relationship, and it can be that somebody is helping you with it, and practically the relationship will no longer be the same what it used to be. You're kind of building it up from the ground up. For some of you that are single, it might be that you've been kind of going through some negative experiences, but it's actually helping you to recognize why are you single. This can be anything. Maybe, you know, somebody is kind of telling you something, or you're just recognizing it. But what's important with the Tower as well, that the Tower is kind of helping you to get out of a situation where you've been stuck. So if you've been stuck, or if something hasn't been moving on or moving along, the Tower is helping you to get out, because the universe is stepping in to get you out of it. Maybe some of you stayed in a situation, in a relationship, or alone quite a long time, and then the Tower is kind of happening for you to lift you out of it. But let's see what's going to be the final outcome of this reading. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That's an indication that the reading helped you. And you can also help me to grow the channel to make sure that the message gets out to those who need it the most. For you, it is only costing a push of a button. So I hope that you already pushed those like and subscribe buttons. Only a very few percentage of people end up subscribing. So I hope you're going to be one of them. And I'm always very excited to read in a comment how this reading is resonating with you. So the reading continues with the King of Wands. King of Wands is another court card. Can be a person, can be your energy, or just the energy of the card. This person is very charismatic. He's a leader. He is somebody who can who's kind of like has a little player and energy, who's a very charismatic, who is somebody who's very passionate, somebody who likes new things, very adventurous, like the new adventures, and he's very warm-hearted, but he might be a Leo as well. But one thing kind of a challenge with this person, with the King of Wands, he can be scared away easily if you are clingy, or it can be like, you know, vice versa. And you have here in the center somebody who can be very clingy with that Four of Pentacles energy. And again, like, you know, if you're trying to hold on to the King of Wands type of personality, that's gonna just scare them away. So anyway, some of you need to be a little bit more adventurous as well, or some of you kind of going through some adventurous times as well in terms of your dating and relationship. You also have here the Queen of Swords. So Queen of Swords is a court card as well. Can be a person, your energy, or just the energy of the card. She is somebody who is very experienced. She is smart, very logical. She speaks her mind, and she also been through a lot of hurt, a lot of challenges, a lot of disappointments, and sometimes, you know, she is guarding herself. It's kind of very interesting how these two cards are connected to each other, this protecting yourself, because that's what the Queen of Swords does as well, because she's been through a lot. She's kind of called the divorcee of the tarot as well. So some of you might have gone through some previous relationships. Some of you might have to choose between two people here as well, because very interesting that you kind of have here this choice, and one is a very grounded person, the other is a very fiery, adventurous, emotional, very kind of like fiery. So again, like maybe some of you need to kind of make some kind of a decision. But it's important with the Queen of Swords, like she's logical, she's smart, as I said, and she kind of has that clarity. So because she's all about clarity, and it's very hard to kind of mislead her. So I think what I'm kind of getting here, that some of you will get the clarity how to move forward, what kind of a decision to make here, and also leaving things in the past. You can kind of see that she is leaving all the hurt, she's leaving all the challenges in the past, and she's looking into the future. And the last card in your spread is the Fool, which is a lovely energy here in a sense, because it is an indication of a new start, a new chapter in your life, when you are taking a leap of faith into a direction where you might not have a lot of experience, but you're actually very excited about this, that this can be a new relationship, this can be a new chapter in an existing relationship. It's very adventurous. It's a little bit, it can be scary, but the Fool is never scared by these new adventures. And yeah, so there's definitely some great new chapter for you here. But let's see what is at the bottom of the deck. The bottom of the deck, you do have the Page of Wands. Pages generally bring messages, so maybe there's a new exciting message that's coming in for you. Page of Wands for an existing relationship can mean also that you have to make a decision whether you want to make or break the relationship. But it can be connected to adventures as well, adventurous styles. Maybe you have some adventurous dates that you're going to go on. But it can be also connected to younger people. Maybe some of you have a child. So I think what's very important here for you is that you should kind of take a leap of faith into a direction and actually be daring like the eagle. Yes, there might be some hurts that you went through, but you need to look into the future and make that decision, whatever you have to make, and just make sure that you release all of the negativities, all of the hurts that you might be holding on to. Because again, Spirit has your back, so you can risk things. So that's all I have for you. I hope that this reading helped you, and I'll be able to welcome you again